Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV and DiscoveringBands.com. And for everyone watching right now, if you can share this video and my channel and help support the awesome bands I feature. And today I'm here with Hillbilly Vegas. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good to have you. Now, you want to start off and tell everyone a little bit about your musical background?
Well, we're an older band, so that goes back a long way. Why don't we do this? We started about 10 years ago. Just as a way, we were all kind of retired from music and just as a way to have fun. And we got a song on the radio, accidentally. I mean that, accidentally. And somebody in Nashville heard it and offered us a record deal. And even though that first record deal didn't work out so great, we're now with a record company and a lot of good people and a team that's doing really good things for us. And we've charted 5 singles since then, and including 2 top 5s overseas.
Wow. Now, when you say accidentally got your song on the radio, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, man, it's like Wayne's World. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
So a friend of ours plays us on the radio during lunch hour in our local area. And a guy from Nashville, record executive from Nashville, is driving through on Interstate 40 through our area at that very moment. And he heard us on the radio. And from his car, he called the radio station. He said, "Hey, I like that band. Who is it? I want to talk to them." And that is how it happened. No joke.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And I see you just released a new single, Hell to Pay. You want to tell us a little about that?
Well, Hell to Pay is a little bit more aggressive than a lot of the stuff we do, but it's more in line with what we sound like in person. Somebody once called us the Metallica of Nashville because we've released some country songs, and somebody said, you know, you're more like your country music, but you're AC/DC country music. And what we are is we're Southern rock. Our roots go deep into Southern rock and deep into the 70s rock and stuff like that. And so we kind of released a song that sounds more like we sound when people come and see us. You know what I mean? And it's something that people, the bikers and people like that can relate to. And so that's really what has been a big thing for us.
And do you think now you might continue doing a little heavier, aggressive style?
Well, we've always done heavy and aggressive. We've, as a matter of fact, every time we release a single, they always tell us, "Oh, that's too hard rock for radio. That won't work. That won't work," and it charts. And so we're not doing anything any different. We just kind of took some of the governors off this time, and that's more in line with the entire album that we're recording and everything else. It's more what we've always done.
That's what I was going to ask. You're recording an album right now?
Yeah. 2020, as you know, I think everybody's probably beat it to death. No shows, nothing to do. But, when you can't get out and play, the best thing to do is write songs and create. And we were able to write and create and go in the studio and record. And to be honest with you, Mike, we haven't done a full album in like 9 years. We've done a couple of EPs. We've released a lot of singles, but we've never had the time with our schedule to just write an entire LP. And we've done that this time, and it's going to be a 10-song release, and we're excited about that.
Awesome. Yeah, I noticed that. I looked, and it just was looking like you were releasing singles all the time, not an album. So. Well,
we travel a lot, and we have, like I said, we haven't had time to get in the studio and record properly an entire album. I think the last EP we did was in 17 or 18, and since then we've released like 5 or 6 singles, but not an entire record, and we are going to do that this time.
Awesome. Can you go into a little details maybe on the theme of the record?
Happiness. Honestly, during the Great Depression, the big musicals became popular. The big sweeping musicals that took people away for a while and let them escape their troubles. And that's just kind of the mood that I've been in when I write, and the band has been in when we write, that we don't want to wallow in it. We don't want to talk about all the troubles going on in the world today. It's really not our place. What our place is entertainers. And so we've kind of, Hell to Pay is not so much, but the rest of the songs we've been writing kind of have a positive, happy theme to them, but still have an edge.
That's good. We need more of that happy, positive vibes. And
we think so. Yeah.
I want to ask, what are some of your both country and rock influences?
Well, in rock's easier because there's so many great ones. But we did we covered a single last year. We did Bad Company's Shooting Star. And Bad Company, and Paul Rogers in particular, for me, biggest influence ever. And we worked with a couple of people that work with Bad Company and Paul, and got their okay to do the song, and they really liked how we did it. They heard us do it live when we were touring in Canada, and gave us their blessing. And to me, that's a big influence. And then it goes back to, I would say, the Bad Companies, the Foreigners, Leonard Skinner, of course, obviously, the Allman Brothers, especially for our bass player and second guitarist Jason. The Allman Brothers are a big deal. But yeah, just the old classic rock and roll. They never did it better than they did in the 70s. It never got better. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And in country music, I don't know, man. I come from the old country. So I would have to say, the Hank Juniors and Travis Tritt's a big one for us. Honestly, we've done shows with Travis, and he's been a very, very, very positive influence on us, a good mentor, and always treated us with so much respect. So Travis is a big deal to us.
Cool. Now, when touring is able, probably next year, are you going to plan to go out on tour?
Yeah. I wish I could tell you this is where we're going, this is what we're doing. We don't know that yet. But we do know that we will be out again where we always are at, the bike rallies, the big music festivals and things like that. And I think we're going to add some rodeos into this one, and just anywhere they'll have us, honestly.
Awesome. I want to ask, is there anywhere you haven't played yet that you'd like to play?
Europe.
Okay, cool.
We have a big audience over there. We've had 2 top 5s over there, and currently one of our older songs called Shake It Like a Hillbilly has become a hit again in the last 3 months over in Europe. And so that's kind of a song that just keeps on giving. Somebody saw it in a pub, saw the video on TV in a pub in England. And then it started getting radio play again. And 4 years after we released it the first time, it is catching fire again and doing a lot for us. And so, yeah, our goal next year is to get to Europe. Awesome.
Well, hopefully we can make that happen.
I hope so.
Now, if people want to find you online, look you up on social media, get your music, how do they do that?
Hillbilly Vegas, just Google it. It's all there. Spotify. I mean, I think we're the only band in the world with this name, so it's not hard to find us. So you just put our name in. We're on Spotify. We're on everywhere, everything. Our current single is released by In Grooves, which is part of Universal, and they do a great job at getting the music out there and getting it heard. And we're enjoying a good surge on Spotify and places like that. So yeah, we're easy to find.
I want to ask, how did the name Hillbilly Vegas come to be?
Well, the truth is, Mike, I was thinking of band names. If you're a musician, when you're not in a band, you kind of say, all right, well, if I ever start a band again, I'm going to call it this or I'm going to call it that. And Branson, Missouri, and I want to tell you the city where Dolly Parton's Dollywood is, Pigeon Forge. A lot of jokes are made about, before us, that they called that the Hillbilly Vegas, Hillbilly Las Vegas. Well, what I found out is Branson, Missouri, and those places, they hate to be called Hillbilly Vegas. They don't want anything to do with it. But I thought it was hilarious. So I said, man, if I ever start a band again, I think I'm going to call it Hillbilly Vegas. And so we did, and we had it trademarked, and the rest is history. It's just fun, man. I don't like to put too much thought into any serious themes or any serious messages behind anything. It's our job to go out and have fun and create music that maybe somebody will have a good memory of when they hear it again sometime. They'll say, hey, I remember when I heard that song the first time and I was here or whatever. And if we can bring a smile to people's faces with our band name or with a song, then we've done our job. And really that's all we're interested in, is just making memories for people and having a good time.
I like that. Cool. Yeah, I like the band name. Like you said, it's a fun name.
You.
Well, it was good talking with you, and
Mike.
Everyone look them up.
All right, man. Take care.
You too.
And it's good talking to you. Have a great day.